everyone, it is Elle, and I am here to talk to you about tarot cards and why people are afraid of tarot cards, because it's pretty prevalent and a lot of them believe kind of religious aspects maybe are the reason why they are afraid of them. That can be one of the reasons, because some believe you should not seek divination, and I think there's some things maybe in the Christian Bible that say something of that nature, or not going to like fortune tellers or that kind of thing. The thing is, I don't really believe the cards tell your fortune in that sense, and I'll expand on that in a minute. I think other people are afraid for the same reasons. Doesn't have religious background, but they're afraid that the cards are creating their future. So some people think the cards are powerful, and that when they read on a topic, the cards and their outcome, whatever that says, is like creating what's going to happen. Not, as I believe, what's already going to happen and just reflecting it, but actually creating it. And so that as well, they contribute when that thing happens. They contribute the card reader to having some sort of exceptional powers to make things happen in their world, which the card reader has no power. No extra power, just humans. And the cards really don't have power. You can get whatever reading, but that doesn't mean that the cards are making it happen, or the cards are creating the future. That's not what happens. The cards predict the future, meaning what is already going to happen regardless. So regardless, I believe, whether you had a card reading or not, that was going to happen. And if the cards came through and said it was going to happen, it's because it was already going to happen. So you need to decide in your life, do you want to know outcomes or not? Not all outcomes are great, but also I believe some of the outcomes we deem as terrible outcomes have eventual real positive results in our life, and we can all look back to something that we thought was bad, and now in hindsight look back and see, oh, you know, that changed this in my life or that in my life, and it actually was a good situation for me. I can think of when I was 27, I got really, really sick. I was out of work for a year, and it was so frightening because I didn't know if I would get better, and it kind of put my life upside down, and it was hard to plan for anything at that point. But now I see it kind of gave me a good kick in the butt, made me really just harness my drive and get serious about what I wanted in life, and not just kind of floating around. So in that respect, it was really, really good for me. And that's what I mean by having a positive outcome. Sometimes things that seem negative can actually have a positive outcome in your life in the long run. You don't even realize that that can happen at the moment. So cards, I don't think the cards have any power. I've said that before in some of my videos, but people don't quite seem to get it. Sometimes people tell me I'm powerful when the things the cards say are going to come true, and I tell them, no, I'm not. I'm just good at reading cards. That's it. I'm just good at reading cards, and I'm not always going to get everything interpreted correctly either. So you know, I do feel like some of the future is fixed, and some of it is kind of sort of floating and to be determined. And it's kind of like the Forrest Gump movie, if you remember watching that. If you did watch it, he's saying, I don't know if it's like one person was saying there's destiny, and another person was saying we're all just kind of floating around, and he was saying he didn't know what it was, but he thought kind of both. And that's where I am with the whole situation too. I think it's kind of both, and that's why it's good. I think while we're here, we have certain things that we came here to learn, certain things that we came here to deal with and to grow from. And so we are going to have some challenges in our lives because we set up our lives, I believe, for those very reasons. But other things are just going to happen to us because we're human and we're here, and there's a lot going on that wasn't planned. So, going back to our tarot cards, evil, can they predict our futures? Well, I do think in the situation of a fixed situation that, yeah, in some ways, but would that have unfolded anyway without the tarot cards? Yeah, I think so. So I just think tarot cards are a mirror maybe to the future. You're seeing maybe what can happen in the future, and it's just being reflected back in a card. But that thing's going to happen anyway. The cards aren't in any way making it happen. So just think of the cards as a mirror to a situation that's there anyway, and you're just looking at it. You're just having a good look. That's all. They're not really anything to be scary. There is no reason people should be scared of them. They really have no power over you. If it's a situation that maybe can go either way, which I do believe we have those in our lives, like I said, ask for different outcomes. If you did this, what would be the outcome? If you did that, what would be the outcome? You know, so just explore different avenues. For me, that's been really useful in deciding what I want to do in this situation and what decision am I going to make. Look at the different outcomes. Celtic Cross is a real good spread for that. So anyhow, that's my thoughts on our tarot cards scary, because I know a lot of people think they are. And if you have reasons in your religion that you just don't think you should do them, then don't do them. You know, I totally respect people's religions, and I will never ever tell them that, their religion isn't what they should be following. It is. If that's your convictions and your beliefs, then you should follow that. But if you are more like spiritualists, kind of, where I am, I believe in a lot of the philosophies of Buddhism or different religions of that nature. The cards are okay, and you don't really have to be afraid, I guess is what I'm saying, and they could actually be a very, very helpful tool for decision making. So, there you go. Those are my thoughts on whether tarot cards are scary or not, or should people be scared of tarot cards. I don't think so, but again, follow your religion if it tells you not to use them. All right, take care. Bye-bye.